That's better. Right. So, it's been a while since I've done a video log, so, you know, start doing another one. So let's crack on. What to start with? Got quite a few games since my last one, so I'm not doing them all now because too many. But let's crack on. I've taken a lot of them already out of the box to save on time. Aliens Colonial Marines, it says limited edition on there because that's what it came with. But this isn't actually, well, it's the limited edition that is, but it came with the collector's edition, which is in a box, which is the only one I didn't take out of the box first, like a numpty. We all know what Aliens is, though, your xenomorphs and all that. So let's take that off there with the whole alien. In fact, I'll just pause it while I'm taking it out and then start getting. Welcome back. So here we are, all fully unpackaged and ready for business, so to speak. It comes with a little model of a loader fighting a xenomorph. There you go, there's that. I don't think it's... No, it's not got a collector's number on it or anything like that. I think, who is it? Is it Hicks who's going to be in there? I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, it features the voices of Lance Henriksen and Michael Bain as well, from the original films. Other goody woodies that it comes with are well, it's a picture. I presume you probably can't see it, but it's just a picture of some alien eggs in the dark. I think it's going to be a picture style screenshot collector's card, I'm not really sure. You get your own official military patches for the USCM. Got that one, and the other one where you can see it, there you go. I think this is a limited number, is it? No, it isn't. I won't take them out because I don't want to. But yeah, you get that one as well. You get... Stop it. You get an official mission briefing for the mission based in the game, for the Colonial Marines, on 1980s style dot matrix printer paper, like they used in the Aliens films, which are in the future, but that's beside the point. They're made in the 70s and 80s, so good enough. It basically tells you what you've got to do. I won't read that because, you know, it'll give the plot away of the game. You get some, where are we? The USS Sephora Conestoga class starship. You get the blueprints of that. Oh, that shows up very well on the camera, actually. Didn't think it would, but it does. And you also get Be the Face of Your Country, US Colonial Marines, safeguarding interplanetary peace for a better tomorrow. Enlist via the US Colonial Marines recruitment program today. It's like a recruitment poster for the USCM Colonial Marines. And you also get your certificate for the Marines, saying that you've satisfactorily completed Colonial Marine Academy training and graduated with honours. Obviously I've not filled that in because that'd be a stupid thing to do, because it's collectible, and then it wouldn't be collectible because you'd have ruined it. Now some people would say taking them out ruins the collectability, but you wouldn't be able to see much otherwise, would you? And then it comes with its own little classified envelope. Excuse me, just had my tea. The game, everyone who's watching this has probably heard about this. It was supposed to be made by Gearbox, who found it out to Timegate, who scrapped the 90% of the game that was already made and decided, we know more than Gearbox, says Timegate, the company nobody's ever heard of, and decided to start from scratch. Didn't get it finished in time, that's why it slipped by about 4 years, and as a result it's not the game that was promised in the trailers. It's still fun, but not as amazing as it was supposed to be. So moving swiftly, can't speak, swiftly on to Angry Birds trilogy. That's right, the Angry Birds have landed, so to speak. That was a Dave joke, sorry. I got this as a late Christmas present from Donna Louise Morris. Shout out there. It's been a while since I've given a shout out, and I've never given one to Donna. But yeah, she bought me this late Christmas present because she didn't know what I wanted. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, everyone knows what Angry Birds was because it was a phenomenon. Don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Phenomenon. And pretty much your Firebirds pigs in buildings, which makes perfect sense if you're mentally unbalanced. But I quite enjoy it. It's pretty tough plot, so to speak. But anyway, moving on. Thank you for that, Donna. It's a good game. I enjoy playing it. Wonder Book, Book of Spells. I should have done that under W for Wonder Book, but who cares? Book of Spells, which is a Harry Potter game. Now, usually I don't like Harry Potter games. In fact, I consider them gay. Thank you, Chang. But yeah, so that's what I think of Harry Potter games. But I originally bought this. This is the Wonder Book itself. It's essentially a book with like pages inside it that the program. You get one Wonder Book. I'll try to explain it best I can. You essentially get a book. They've got these little doodads in. They're sort of like markers for the game data on the disc, so it knows what to display and where. And you pop the game disc in. In this case, it was the Book of Spells, which is the only one available at the moment, where you get to pretend that you're a wizard, Harry. There you go, Murray Cook. That was my Hagrid impression. I've got a bit of a beard, but I'm not. Oh, he's just come online. He'll like that. He won't see it, but he's just come online. And yeah, essentially on the screen it sets this up as a book, and you open it, like say it says turn to page 2, turn to page 2, 3, 4, whatever, and it recognises through the pictures you turn in a page, and these are all, I presume these are all linked to part of the game data, so it knows what to display. And all you do with Book of Spells is you move controller, which I've not got out and I can't be bothered rooting for it. You're a wizard and you use it like your wand and stuff. Yeah. You learn spells and do spells and have little mini games. I bought it because I didn't really want it because I don't like Harry Potter much, but there was an offer on Zavvi where if you buy this for $12.99, then you can pre-order Diggs Nightcrawler, which is the next Wonder Book game, which I was more interested in because it's like a film noir style adventure. If you bought this and then pre-order that, you can pre-order that for £5, whereas when it gets released, it's actually £20. So together, that comes to about 18-19 quid. Now, just for the one game, the Diggs Nightcrawler, when it comes out, would be 20 quid. So I figured, well, may as well save £1. I know it's only £1, but may as well save £1 and get 2 games for the price of 1. So that's why I got that. Moving on. Next one is Christian's favourite, because he told me today. He didn't, he said it was rubbish. After I bought it for him, well, he paid for it, but I ordered it and sent it. Dead Island Riptide. Bosh. Comes with a steel tin case. It can't be a steel tin case, because steel's tin and... No, God, I'm an idiot tonight. Steel, tin's tin. But yeah, it's a steel book. We all know what they are, blah, blah, blah. That was limited edition, so I don't put it in there, I just keep it in the case. This was originally going to be DLC for the original Dead Island, and they decided, well, if we flesh it out a little bit, no pun intended, that wasn't a Dave joke, because that was funny. Sorry, Dave. No. Yeah, so they decided we can make more money if we flesh it out and sell it as a new game, but it's essentially glorified DLC. I enjoyed it. It was a bit of a pain just running through the jungle for about 80% of the game, going, "Oh, I'm in the jungle. Oh, I'm in the water. Oh, the zombies." But yeah, it's not a bad game. I'm looking forward more to a proper sequel, which I think is going to be called Dead World. Yep. So moving on. GH should be this one next. Try and do it from alphabetical order. That Godfather 2. Ding 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 ding. This is I don't know. It's kind of like a GTA clone, which you know, you have like other gangs who own, you know, other mobs, mafias, whatever you want to call them, who own like parts of a city. You have 3 cities. You go to Cuba. It's not a city. Havana, New York, and another one that I can't remember what it is. And it doesn't tell me on the back. But yeah, you essentially it's basically based around the second Godfather film, as the title would suggest. And you're a new guy, and you work with the Corleone family, and you basically have to take over other rival businesses and fronts and stuff like that. Like I said, it's a GTA clone, but I found it quite fun. It was pretty easy platinum. I found it quite fun. I think the only way we're going to see it, I don't think it sold very well. The first one was great as well, but I think the only way we're going to see a third one is if we make them an offer they can refuse. Gabish? Yeah, that's my Godfather impression. Pretty good, wasn't it? Because I'm amazing. Speaking of amazing, tongue in cheek. Hannah Montana, the movie, the game. Yeah, I admit it, easy plot, that's why I bought it. Yeah. I'm part of a group, as you all know. PS3 only does everything. I think there was Owen, he got it. I think Murray got it. Pam got it. And I seem to think Milo got it as well. I have to remember all these names to tag them. So I figured, what the hell? I'll get it. To be fair, not actually the worst game I've ever played. That's the worrying part. I mean, it was easy, and it was clearly aimed at the fan base of Hannah Montana. But it wasn't too bad. Exhausting though. I'm only joking. So I'm actually legal now. Next game. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. I did get the... Wow, it's not really a collector's edition, but let's say it is. All that comes with it is you get the game and you get a little Lego pack which is unopened, and all this really is Lex Luthor with his deconstructor ray and his armour. In this game you can play as Batman, Superman and, well, loads of DC superheroes, but for the story mode you essentially play as Batman and Superman. You maybe play as Robin at some point. I can't remember because no one likes Robin, do they? Because Robin's a big wet pansy. And you can play as other superheroes if you unlock them, like Supergirl, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman. That's one for Ash there, because he loves Aquaman. You know, people like that. There's also villains as well, like the Joker, the Riddler, Penguin, I think's in it. You know, people like that. Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7. Jesus Christ, that game was boring. Also, I got the, let's call it a collector's edition version, which again, not spending too long on this because Harry Potter is once again, as described earlier by Chang, ha! Gay! I can't be bothered to edit that back in. You get a table with spells on it and a Harry Potter figure with a wand and other such stuff. It's basically the last 3 films in Lego form. Boring, moving on. Man vs Wild. Murray loves this because he loves him. Pam got me this. I think it was it? I think this was for Do you know what? I can't remember if it was Christmas or birthday, or if she just bought me it because I bought her Resident Evil 6 or Raccoon City. I can't remember that either. It was a fun game, actually. Funniest moment in it most definitely has to be where he goes, well, you've got to, you essentially have like 5 different extreme wilderness levels, like Sahara Desert, the Rockies, the North Pole, you know, that kind of thing, the Everglades, and I can't remember off the top of my head what the other one was. Oh yeah, Deserted Island, that was it, with the volcano on it. And you basically have to use survival skills taught to you by Bear Grylls, and you have to survive them. It was a fun game. I really enjoyed it. For some reason, it only came out in America and Asia. Didn't come out anywhere else, despite the fact he's British. But yeah, it was a fun game. I like playing that. Like I was saying earlier, best moment, funniest moment in it definitely has to be where it's not. It won't sound that funny saying it back, but you've got to get some honey from a hornet's nest, be whatever, and he goes, honey. And if there's one thing us bears love, it's honey. But we don't like bee stings. So yeah, there's that. And it was a good game, I enjoyed it. Okay, welcome back. Kind of overran a little bit. So Risen 2's been moved on to the next vlog I do. So anyway, ciao.